Welcome to the inaugural broadcast of Bearcat Blast. Dr. Loof and myself, Mr. Owens, are going to have Bearcat Blast once a week for you guys, where we give you some information and some announcements and things for the week. What do you think, Dr. Loof?
Well, I just hope we don't screw it up too bad.
Well, we have done that before.
First time for everything, I guess.
First thing I want to talk about today is Chow with a Counselor. We started this last week. On Wednesdays during your lunch, if you want to grab your lunch and come up to the counseling office, we're going to do Chow with a Counselor. Last week's topic was resumes and letters of recommendation. This week, Mrs. Zimmerman will be giving out information over the K-HOP, the K-LOP, the R-HOP, and those scholarships. So that'll be this upcoming Wednesday.
Can you give me a little taste of what all of those acronyms stand for, please?
Well, the K-LOP is the Carney Law Opportunity. So basically, if you get a K-LOP scholarship through UNK, you get your tuition paid for your undergrad, and then you have guaranteed admittance to University of Nebraska Law School.
Okay.
And K-HOP is similar, but it's the health opportunity. So if you're going in, want to go to med school or dental school or something like that, that's what that stands for.
So students interested in law and or health should consider coming to
Exactly.
lunch.
Seniors who are interested in law or health should come and listen to Mrs. Zimmerman give some information about that.
Awesome.
Next thing I want to talk about is the FAFSA. So seniors, October 1st, the FAFSA opened up, and it's a federal application for student aid. So basically, you go to the FAFSA website, which we'll have at the bottom of your screen in a little bit, and you can look at your tax returns from last year with your parents and fill out the FAFSA to see if you qualify for any federal student aid or grants or things like that.
Done it for a number of years. I'm glad to be done with it.
Yes, I'm in the same boat. If your FAFSA EFC is $10,000 or less, you are eligible to apply for the Susan Buffett Scholarship. And the Susan Buffett Scholarship is awesome. It's full tuition. It's most of your room and board at any public college in Nebraska. 2-year college, 4-year college. If you go to a 2-year college and then you decide after 2 years you want to transfer to a 4-year college, it covers you. Mrs. Boyd is actually going to do a Chow with the Counselor in 2 weeks, and her topic will be the Buffett Scholarship. The Buffett Scholarship opens November 1st. It closes February 1st at 5 p.m. And if you submit it at 5:02 p.m., they won't take it, so you got to be on the ball for that.
Time management.
Time management. Next thing I want to talk about is our senior class meeting. Our next senior class meeting will be during Bearcat time on November 12th in the chat with Mrs. Eichhoff.
Mrs. Eichhoff and Mr. Hogan and I will lead that class meeting and really start talking about spring planning, talking about graduation, start talking about what our announcements and songs and what that day looks like in May. So come excited, come with some ideas and bring the energy for that meeting on November 12th.
Awesome. Next thing I want to talk about is senior interviews. A lot of our seniors have already done their senior interview with their counselor. We still have some who have not finished that. We'd like to get all those done before we have our Thanksgiving break. Senior interviews are really important because we show you guys how to request transcripts. We help you with the college application process. If you're going into the military, we can talk to you and hook you up with recruiters. We also look at career fields and jobs. If college isn't for you and it's not for everybody, we have other paths we can help you with. But we can't get it all done until we do your senior interview, so you guys got to get going on that if you haven't done yet. Just make it an appointment with Mrs. Lytle, and we'll get you rolling.
And that is a requirement for all of our seniors to complete.
Yes, that is a
before they
requirement.
finish up here.
Yep.
Good. Hey, I wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about Term 1 versus Term 2 grades. I know Mr. Owens is going to dive into it a little bit, but think of Term 2 as a fresh start.
Mm-hmm.
If you finished really super strong in Term 1, continue with those good behaviors and continue being that solid student. But if you struggled a little bit in Term 1, think of Term 2 as a fresh start. Sometimes young adults get too bogged down and get beat up mentally by how this previous success was, and that's that's okay to be bummed out for a little bit, but really turn the page and let's focus on term 2 and getting better. Another thing before I turn it over is our attendance has really improved. There's less kids in the hall during passing periods. Kids are getting to class on time, and that's extremely important for students' overall success. If I can ask for one thing, and that's just let's continue to make positive strides and get into class on time.
Yeah, you guys have done a way better job than last year on the attendance piece. Another thing with the attendance piece is term 2, we start over with your attendance. So you had some attendance issues term 1. Term 2 is a fresh start. Get after it, get to class, get better. So next thing I want to talk about, December 14th is our ACT. The October one will have passed. We don't have one in November. You have till November 8th to register and not pay a late fee. You seniors, this is important because the December test is one of your big ones for getting scholarships for colleges. A lot of colleges now are accepting the February test, but we really want to hit the December test hard. So talk to your counselor if you need any help with that.
Scholarship applications run out very quickly for these seniors, so you have to ensure that you get that. Your December 14th ACT is the last one where you can start applying for real dollars. The dollars start decreasing the later we get into the senior year, so this is really a crucial time for seniors with this ACT. So make sure you get that application in by November 8th.
And we're going to take off our school hat for a minute because Dr. Loof and I, between the two of us, have 3 kids attending college right now. And we know how expensive it is.
Yes.
We know about the little oopses that come up here and that, and Dad, I need this, or Dad, I need that. So the more scholarship dollars you can earn, the more your parents will really appreciate it.
And make sure you park legally on your college campuses. It's talking to you, Madeline. Park legally.
No more tickets. No more tickets. All right, next thing I want to talk about. If you are a senior and you are looking at graduating midterm, you're going to be done in December. You're still going to walk in May. The deadline to turn in your paperwork is November 19th. That's coming up fast. So make sure you have everything set. Get that paperwork done. Get it to your counselor so they can do an audit to make sure we have everything accomplished so you can be done in December.
Nothing more to add. Thank you.
Awesome. Last thing I want to hit on is we have started our Be Kind movement this year. A lot of you have some nice Be Kind swag that you ordered. There's no reason to not be kind to one another. And part of being kind is if you see someone mistreating someone else, help that person who's being mistreated out. We have a lot of you guys that do great things in this school and you kind of fly under the radar and you do everything right. Stick up for one another, help each other out.
Yeah, it doesn't take a lot to be kind to each other. It's very little effort. It's just showing compassion, having a heart, and doing what you know is best, not only for yourself, but most importantly for others.
Right.
Pretty simple.
So from 2 former Wayne State Wildcats that are now Bearcats, we thank you for watching our first Bearcat Blast.